Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to teach simple harmonic motion sums. In that ninth question, a particle is executing simple harmonic motion with the amplitude 5 meters and the time is 4 seconds. Find the time required by the particle in passing between the points. It means these 2 points which are at a distance 4 meter and 2 meter. You can see this is at 4 meter and this is at 2 meter from center of the force, that is this, and are on the same side. So these two are on the same side. Fine. According to the question, this diagram is been drawn. So x1 I have taken 4 meter according to the question. X2 I have taken 2 meters again from the question. Amplitude A is equal to 5 meter. It is there in the question. Time is a 4 second. Time is 4 second. Now omega, that is period, is equal to 2 pi upon t is equal to 2 pi upon 4 because t is 4 second here. 2 ones are 2 twos are. So pi by 2 is a omega. So by the formula of motion, x is equal to a into cos omega t. A is amplitude. So I have taken x1 is equal to a cos omega is a pi by 2 into t1. Okay, that is time t1. So x2 is equal to phi cos pi by 2 t2. A amplitude, that is 5. Fine. Now x1, here it is 4. So 4 divided by 5. This cos will come on the LHS part. So it will become cos inverse is equal to pi by 2 t1. Now when this comes on the LHS part, it will become reverse. 2 upon pi is equal to t1. Now this side, 2 divided by 5, cos comes on the LHS part, it will become cos inverse is equal to pi by 2 t2. Fine. When this comes on the LHS, so it will become 2 upon pi. Now required time is t2 minus t1. Now what is t2? It is 2 by pi, 2 by pi I have taken common. So cos inverse of 2 upon 5 minus what is t1? Cos inverse of 4 by 5. By calculator, if you calculate this and if you subtract with this and if you multiply 2 by pi, you will get 18.81 seconds. This is the required time of this. Fine. Let's move on to the next question. Now 10th question, number 10. A particle moving in a straight line with a simple harmonic motion has a velocities v1 and a v2 when it distances from the center, that is x1 and x2 respectively. Now show that period of motion is 2 pi square root of x1 square minus x2 square divided by v2 square minus v1 square. Now I have considered v is equal to velocity of a particle, x is equal to distance from the center. There is a formula here. So v is equal to minus omega square root of a square minus x square. Squaring on both the side, this will become v square, minus will become plus, so it will become omega square. Square root and square get cancelled, so a square minus x square. Now since the velocities are v1 and v2, so v1 square is equal to omega square into a square minus x1 square because distances are x1 and x2. Fine. And v2 square is equal to omega square a square minus x2 square. Fine. Now what I am going to do is I am going to subtract these two, v2 square minus v1 square. Okay. Now in this two you can see here what is common. Omega square is common. So a square minus x2 square have written minus a square minus x1 square. Fine. Now take out the bracket, so it will become a square minus x2 square minus a square, minus into minus will become plus x1 square. Plus a square minus a square get cancelled. Fine. Now interchange this, x1 I have written here minus x2 square. Fine. Omega square I have written as it is. This I have taken in the denominator. Fine. Now this was a omega square. If I consider only omega, then this will become a square root. Fine. Now they have asked period. So period is equal to t is equal to 2 pi by omega is equal to 2 pi in place of omega. If I substitute this, then this x1 square minus x2 square will go to numerator and v2 square minus v1 square will come in denominator. So this is the final answer. Fine. Let's move on to the 11th question. Now, question number 11. A particle of a mass 4 grams executing simple harmonic motion has a velocity 8 centimeter per second and 6 centimeter per second respectively when it is at a distance 3 centimeter and 4 centimeter from the center of its path. Find its period and amplitude. Find also force acting on the particle when the distance is of 1 centimeter from the center. So mass m 4 grams I have written here. Velocity is 8 and 6. So v1 is 8 and v2 is 6. Now next distances is 3 and 4. So x1 is 3, x2 is 4. Now last the distance is 1 centimeter. So I have taken x is equal to 1 centimeter. Fine. Now there is a formula. Omega is equal to square root of a v2 square minus v1 square divided by x1 square minus x2 square. We have already proved this in the question number 10. That formula we have to apply here. What is v2? It is 6 square minus v1 is 8 square, x1 is 3 square and x2 is 4 square. So if you subtract and square this, then you will get 28 by 7, 7 ones are 7 fours are square root of 4 is 2. So omega, how much we have got? 2. Fine. Now find its period they are telling. So t is equal to 2 pi upon omega. So omega what we have got? 2. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. The answer is pi. So this we have got now. Now let us find the amplitude. To find amplitude, v1 is equal to minus omega square root of a square minus x1 square I have considered. So what is v1? It is 8. So I have written here minus. What is omega? Omega is 2. So minus 2. Square root of amplitude a square minus x1 is how much? 3. So 3 square. This minus 2 comes in the denominator. 2 ones are 2 fours are. So it is minus 4 is equal to square root of a square minus 3 square is 9. Now there is a square root. If you take it on the left hand side, it will become square. So minus 4 square is 16. Minus 9 comes to the left hand side, it will become plus. 16 plus 9 is at 25. A square is there. When square comes on the left hand side, it will become root. Square root of 25 is 5 centimeter is equal to A. That is amplitude. So last we have to find this force. To find force, we need acceleration. So acceleration is minus omega square into x. Minus omega is again a 2. So I have written 2 square. This x value is the distance they have given here, 1 centimeter from the center. So it is 1. 2 square is 4. 4 ones are 4. But acceleration we need to consider positively. Okay. So force is equal to m into a. That is mass into acceleration. Mass I have already written here. That is 4 grams. So 4 into acceleration is 4. 4 fours are 16. So force is 16 Newton. I hope you understood all these 3 sums very well. Thank you for watching. Keep watching for other topics.